Hey there, Bike Blogger here. So this is my Chinese carbon fiber bike. I have some fenders on here. These are the Planet Bike Cascadia fenders. I just want to give you a few tips here for noise. So I got some tape. Here's some gaffer's tape where there's a contact point of my brake cable and the fender. Back here I have the same, although I'm keeping the brake cable held up with a zip tie, and that's working pretty good. Have some gaffer's tape also between where this metal touches the plastic fender here. That's reducing noise that I'm getting, and of course just really solid connections. You know, make sure everything's tightened down to the appropriate torque, and you should be good to go. So I think that's about it about the fenders. This fork here is very big. It's a big beefy carbon fiber fork, so I had to get a longer bolt here, and I just have a nut on the end there, a Nylock type of nut that'll hold it in place. I just got it from the hardware store, so this is galvanized steel, so it's rusting already. I'd recommend stainless steel hardware if you're going to replace any bolts, just to prevent the rusting from happening, which is mainly an aesthetic sort of a thing, but it is good to keep track of like your stuff that's rusting on your bike, especially if you ride in the winter time. This being carbon fiber, it's not really a problem. In terms of frame clearance with fenders, I mean, you got a lot of different points you got to watch out for. Obviously the brake bridge here, the chain stay back down in here, and the fork up over here. So a lot of clearance points, and it's kind of a trial and error thing. You can't really know until you I mean, just look at your bike, and if you see you have plenty of clearance in the front and the back, you'll often have clearance in the front. Especially though, check the back, because if you have plenty of clearance in the back, it might work. I don't think these fenders would work with normal road brake, mechanical rim brake calipers, which is the great thing about disc brakes. If you have disc brakes, you don't have that clearance issue. I believe generally. My Diamondback bike had the disc brakes, so that is definitely a plus for disc brakes. Gives you more fender clearance. So how would I rate these Planet Bike Cascadia fenders? 5 out of 5 stars from the Bike Blogger. I love these things. They're lightweight, they're plastic, yeah. I have aluminum Cascadia fenders, ALX, on my winter bike, which is kind of funny because, you know, I ride the winter bike in the wintertime when there's a lot of salt on the road. But basically it's an aesthetic thing, or maybe it's a personal preference thing in terms of using aluminum versus steel or plastic fenders. I prefer the plastic, the glossy plastic look on my bike. So that's just a personal preference of my own. Beep, beep, beep. So yeah, what bike fenders do you use? Do you use bike fenders? Do you have one of those fenders that just hooks on the back of your seat post or your saddle there to kind of protect the spray on the back, you know, after it's already reached this high up? Or do you not even use fenders, you know? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious to find out. When it's raining outside, no matter what you'll do, you'll get wet. But the rain coming from the sky generally is not as bad as the rain on the ground. Bike Blogger here. The topic of the day on my way to work. Fenders, mudguards. I got the Planet Bike Cascadia fenders. They're the hybrid model. That means they're meant for wider tires up to 35 mil. I'm running 28 millimeter wide tires right now, so they're plenty. They're like just the right size. I think the maximum you can fit is up to 35 millimeter wide with these tires, or with these fenders, so we're in good shape there. You need at least 10 millimeters difference between tire and let's go this way. Tire and fender. And why do we Americans call them fenders instead of mudguards? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, we have mud here in the US. It's not like we don't have mud. Oh. Going a different way to work today. Our bike commute to work. Let's go through here. Cut through the parking lot. Da-da-da-da. AMC movie theater. I'm not sure if AMC is open right now. But I've kind of reduced the noise in my fenders. It's a little bit of a cloudy day. You can see the clouds up there. The sun's coming out and going away. It's been like that today. But yeah, reducing noise. One of my pet peeves, bike noises. Away for some people here. I'm gonna cut across the road here. A little bit of a blind spot with that tree. There's like nobody coming from that way, but there's people coming that way. Okay, I think we're good. Good enough. Good enough. So we'll cut through the urgent care health clinic. Exit only. That's the sign back there said exit only, but the paint on the ground, there was arrows going in and out of the parking lot. Okie dokie. Yeah, so cutting down on bike fender noise. Like a lot of things with bike noises, it's trial and error, but usually you just gotta look for contact points. Points that are often dissimilar materials. This one way, I don't know. Some pretty flowers to the left, right? Pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. Woo. So around where my brakes are is generally where I've had my noise, mostly with these fenders. These Planet by Cascadia fenders. All fenders make noises, and it's really about good installation is what's gonna keep that from happening. But generally you gotta put like a foam or something in between where they're bumping up against something, and that'll immediately get rid of the noise. You'll immediately notice it. These fenders are really nice. They come with 130 millimeter long mud guards, which is nice. But because the mud guards are so long and they hang off the end so much, they make a noise. Go this way. 180 or 189 for gas. This way. Woo. Not going to the park today. Park to the left, right there. Right, left, right, left. So I actually had to cut the mud guards and the mud guards, though I call them, or mud flaps, I'm sorry, mud flaps. I had to cut the mud flaps down from about, let's go this way, about one, oh that's cool, there's a bridge back there. Let's go check out the bridge. I gotta get on the sidewalk though. There we go. The mud flaps are 130 millimeter. And I had to reduce them down by more than half, probably to about 50 millimeters long. Just took some scissors and snip, and now they're not bouncing so much and they're not causing a reverberation throughout the fender. Yeah, hopefully this can hold BikeBlogger's weight. Yay! Didn't crash through the no cars coming. Crashed through the bridge there. It's kind of a goofy bridge. Almost thought it was a toy bridge, like it wasn't real. Bridge on a sidewalk is a little strange. Woo. So it is Thursday, which means I've been kind of procrastinating and I need to do a video, so we're gonna pump this one out for tomorrow. My weekly Friday the bike commute video. Woo. It's very warm, it's about 91 Fahrenheit. Add about 10 degrees for the humidity, because it's quite humid, so we're about a 101 heat index right now. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. But fortunately, the sun's kind of behind the clouds. Not quite as bad as it could be. Woo. So I really do like these Fenders. I've had them for. Let me show you really quickly here. Really quickly on the camera, actually takes quite a while for me to take it off my bike and show you, but here we go. Here's the Fenders. See, I got some tape there and a zip tie. Doesn't look very pretty. Got some tape back here. A lot of tape up front there, and some foam where the brake is bouncing there. That's actually a different noise I'm dealing with. Oh, actually, now that I'm actually stopped and looking, I removed the mud flap is completely gone there. So the mud flap's gone. Don't really need a mud flap for the back except to be courteous to people following you. But you know, if you're the fastest bike around, or the fastest cyclist around, no one's really going to be following you. So anyway, just joking, I'm not that fast. Down here, yeah, it looks like I got a little bit of foam there between the fender and the frame. It looks like some weather stripping. So yeah, anyway. Alright, let's get going. Enough goofing around. Oh man, I just heard it make a little noise. But usually, what's going on here? Okay, usually I don't have a lot of fender noise going on, unless I hit a big bump. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. You see, so if I jump the bike, yeah, it's not so bad. I think it's just the back fender. Maybe I need to take a look at it again. I'm not OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, but I do like my bikes to be quiet. Am I the only one like that? Or if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to not feel like I'm the only cyclist around who's very particular with all the bike noises and stuff. I guess it's particularly annoying to me though, because I ride a single speed bike. If I had a fancy mountain bike or something with multiple gears and you know, a suspension fork and stuff, I'd probably be more used to all the noises and rattling and stuff going on. Woo. So there's a bike lane here, but there's also like a shoulder over here. Huh. It doesn't say you cannot park your car here, so I guess this is a parking lane, or maybe it's a running lane, like a pedestrian lane. Yeah, because now the sidewalk's gone. Ooh, now it's narrowing, so it's no longer a parking lane. Woo-wee. Da-da-da. Okay, I had to make sure I was recording. Still need to get a new camera someday. This camera's been working real well for me. I mean, I've had this camera as long as I've had the Fenders on multiple bikes. I've had the bicycle Fenders for over 5 years now, and I really do like them. Cut through here. So we'll go up the hill this way. Actually, I want to go a different way. Let's go this way. Just making sure this is not a one-way street. Doesn't appear to be. Just parking on one side. So if I get off the... There we go. If I get off of the... Alright, here's a lot of bumps. Let's see if we can hear the Fender. I think maybe the reason why I heard the Fender... Back on the road. I think the reason why I heard the Fender not too long ago on the video was because I was coming down a curb, or a slight curb on a driveway, kind of a bump, and my butt was not sitting on the saddle, so my body wasn't able to absorb the vibration, and that is probably why I heard the noise, which is fine by me, because usually I am sitting down. Although the reason why I stand up when I'm going over a bump is because I can, because I have a up the hill, because I have a what do you call it, a free hub, yeah, not a free wheel but a free hub, because this is a road bike frame geometry. Oh, I think there's a way to get out of here. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's kind of funny. There's like a purple bench up over there. Oh. Let's see, we go this way without getting off our bike. Hopefully we don't encounter anybody. Otherwise I'll just hold my breath and close my eyes. Oh my. Nice and easy. See if we can do this without getting off my bike. This is the tricky part, the switchback. I don't know, I don't want to hit my head. Let's see here. Oh, BikeBlogger did it. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if he can do it again. Easy. Easy with the brakes. Nice and slow. Okay, the trick is just go slow. There we go, I didn't have to get off my bike. Awesome. Did I save any time? No, I could probably have. I could have probably gone really fast, and right when I reached the switchback, just get off my bike for a second. Okay. What's wrong with that ramp there? That was all looking wrangly. Wrangly. Let's do a loop here. Let's do a loop-de-loop. Loop-de-loop. Let's do a loop. Let's do a loop. Where is everybody? Everybody's gone. Loop-de-loop. Okay. Okay. So, do you have a favorite Fender? I know another popular manufacturer is SKS, or SKS Germany. I don't believe I've ever used their product, Fender. I do use one of their products I like a lot. It's called the, can I get through here with that? A lot of construction. It's called the Cage Box. It's a storage pod. They're one of the first people, I think, who came up with that idea. Okay, nobody around. That's the way BikeBlogger likes it. That's the way BikeBlogger likes it. Guess they're building something to the right. I don't pay attention to the news that much, so I have no idea. Hey, cool, the light just went green. On our way to work today. On our way to work today. Woo. At least the breeze are going, I don't know, 20 mile per hour on the bike is, let's go up this way, is comforting. It's a little, it's not quite as hot. You're just walking in the heat. So I'm riding my rain bike. I have another bike that does not have fenders. kind of funny because I don't really need a rain bike today. It's pretty sunny and there's no water on the ground generally. Oh well. Gotta do it for the fans. Gotta do it for the video. Gotta have my bicycle fenders in the frame. Hopefully they're in the frame. Otherwise I'm, you just have to believe me, I'm riding my rain bike with the fenders. Although I guess I will splice that clip in there and prove I actually rode my rain bike in this video. Oh, the shade is nice. The shade is nice. When you're in the shade, the temperature drops like, I don't know, maybe almost 10 degrees. So it kind of offsets the humidity, I guess. Whew. Up. Oh, they're getting rid of some perfectly good chairs. Where I live, if you put furniture and stuff out in front of your house, generally, pretty certain I can't cut through back here. Generally, it's accepted that you can just go ahead and take it. Basically, man, this road is bumpy. Yeah, so here we go. Skate out of locks, neighborhood under surveillance. Rich people don't want you in there. Rich people don't want you in there. You have to go this way. It's not like, you know, it's not like these houses around where I'm riding right now aren't fancy enough. There's even more fancy houses back in that little enclave. Okay, so we're on North Moore, heading toward Washington University in St. Louis. I cut through there, right along the Forest Park, City Park, Urban Park, and continue on our way to work, y'all. Woo! No exit. No exit. No exit. No exit. No exit. No outlet. No outlet. No outlet. No outlet. Not possible. Impossible to go through the outlet here. It's a no outlet. It's a no outlet. Right in the middle lane. Right in the middle lane. Take a left. Let's see what it is. On campus now. Just gonna use this as a cut through. Nice and quiet because it's summertime and most students are off campus, probably back home, wherever it is they live. Bump, bump. Speed hump. So, yeah, this is kind of bumpy. Yeah, I don't really hear the fenders, but I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know what else I could do to really quieten the fenders. Alright, we're gonna pop up onto the sidewalk here. Two-way traffic, yes, two-way on the sidewalk. Okay, so see, these rich people are okay with you cutting through their community back here. So, I think these fenders cost $55 US, maybe? Question mark, maybe? They weigh about 1.5 pounds, even with being plastic fenders. The real weight is in the metal, of course, and the metal By the metal, I mean the stays, the bridging, or the I guess you would call the structural support for the fender. The metal bit. Hardware weighs a little bit too, but I think they do make, not Planet Bike, but I think somebody does make carbon fiber bicycle fenders. You need to burn a hole in your wallet, get some carbon fiber bicycle fenders. I mean, they may look pretty nice on a carbon fiber bike. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Looks like there's a cyclist waiting up there now. I don't think that was the guy I saw earlier. I saw a guy earlier. He was riding down the street, but he was going the other direction. And I think he was wearing one of those screaming yellow colored shirts. There's a pedestrian waiting. I'm just gonna make a right, yeah. Go right. I apologize to the pedestrian if you're watching my video. Their signal had just gone crosswalk or whatever, so kind of went in front of them. Sorry about that. Have to point it out. I'm not gonna ignore it. Try to point out mistakes I make in my videos. We all make mistakes. La-di-da-di-da. Let's cut over. Comes another cyclist. Just stay in the grass. Okay. Up the hill. Seeing a lot of those scooters. I think those are, yeah, those are bird scooters, B-I-R-D. Still see a lot of those around the St. Louis, Missouri area. Up the hill. I see a rollerblader up ahead there. I can tell it's a rollerblader because, well, I'm coming up close on them now, but I saw somebody kind of waving back and forth because they're kicking off. But will BikeBlogger catch up to the rollerblader? Oh sure, oh sure. No problemo. I'm on a bike. I got two wheels. Although the rollerblader probably has 6 or 8. Or maybe 4. I don't want to get too close to the rollerblader making excuses. So I don't want to swallow their spittle. Cutting over again here after that truck, and here we go. See, there's a little bump with my fender, but that's just fine. We get that from time to time. Up onto the sidewalk. A little bumpy here. Yeah, I don't really hear the fender noise. If you've had noisy fenders, how did you stop them from making so much noise? Did you install some stronger, or like some different bolts or something? Some different kind of hardware? A Nylock Lock Nut is really good to prevent the hardware from loosening after hitting a lot of bumps. So I highly recommend that. I think some Fender sets do come with a Nylock Lock Nut, which is basically just a nut with a little plastic washer on it, or an integrated sort of gasket or something, I don't know. Works real well though. Works real well. You can get them real cheap from the hardware store, less than $1. For, I don't know, at least a few of them. Although if you think about it, a quarter to 25 cents for one nut is actually kind of expensive. Anyway, go down here. Hit it, hit it. Da-da-da-dee-da-da-doo. Up the hill, on our way to work today. On our way to work today. Is it going to rain in my video? Will it rain while I'm out here? Probably not. I will admit that I've been kind of waiting for it to rain so I could do a rain ride, a rain bike riding in the rain video, but it today was the greatest chance of rain and it didn't rain. Any minute now. So the walking symbol's on, so normally I make a right here, but there's a lot of traffic on the road, so I'm just gonna wait. Just 10 more seconds. Oh, there we go. So I have a phone mount on my bike, and it does click in place, but it doesn't always do that consistently. Sometimes, I should say. So one pet peeve I have with this road is, as you can see up there, the speed limit is 20 miles per hour, and I'm going 20 right now, but I constantly have people who are tailgating me on this road, really going really fast, and they really shouldn't be, especially around the hospital where there's sick people trying to cross the street. Just a little pet peeve, a little rant I thought I'd throw in there. Yeah. I think it is partially the eagerness for people to get on the highway and get off the highway up here at the entrance ramp. So I guess in that case it's kind of understandable where the urge is to go fast down the street. Stoplight. Stoplight. Woo. I'm gonna make a left here. Oh, that guy almost went into my lane. Making a left himself. Or right himself. So yeah, for 55 bucks you can get yourself a pretty nice pair of bicycle fenders. I'm not sponsored by Planet Bike or anything. I've talked about their fenders before. It's just now that it's been over 5 years, I think I can pretty much say with confidence these are some nice quality fenders. They last a long time. They don't break on you even though they're plastic. They just more kind of bend, I guess, over time. But the metal fenders, I don't know, metal fenders are kind of a personal preference. So metal fenders look good on a metal bike, I think. But they also do way more. So if you have a somewhat lightweight, you know, aluminum bike, you may not want to add some aluminum fenders. I don't know. Personal preference, personal preference. People hate the look of, some people hate the look of plastic just as much as they hate the look of, I don't know, metal maybe? I don't know, whatever. Metal looks fine to me. I like the look of metal. Let's see, we're gonna go straight here, yeah. So I've been down this road several times before on my way to work, and these trees to the left, they keep getting bigger. I remember when they're little incy-wincy, is that the word? Incy-wincy little trees. Now they're getting to be pretty big, mature trees. They're growing up, they grow up so fast. They grow up so fast. Street not through that way, we'll go this way. So as you can tell, the color of the street just changed because we went from asphalt to concrete. We went from Richmond Heights, Missouri into Maplewood, Missouri. So we're in a different city, even though everything still looks basically the same. Because that's how we do it. That's how we do it here. All of our little fiefdoms, all of our little jurisdictions, all of our little speed traps and traffic tickets and everything. Although I guess that's a good thing. It keeps people from going too fast. Okay. What the heck is this? Look at this thing. That's kind of cool. Get yourself a book. I've seen those around before, but they also have like a bench here and a nice big roof here. Dang, this is personal, private property, I think. Well, that's really nice of the landowner to put a fence up in front, or a bench up in front of their house. Most people wouldn't want strangers sitting on their yard. I think that's private property. Anyway. Okay. Whew. Oh, the sun is coming out now. Why am I riding my rain bike? There's no rain. They're doing it for you guys. Doing it for you guys. The Cascadia bike fenders. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the BikeBlogger Show. Woo. At work now, we made it to work. Chomp, 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 chomp.